Hey VC, Crazy Jimmy here with another video. Gonna have a few of these vinyl find videos coming at you. Just got quite a few things that I've got basically in the last several months that I have not shared. So want to go through some of those and get those out of the way and show you guys and gals what I've got coming in, and it's a pretty wide variety of stuff. So hopefully you see a few things that you didn't know about that you want to check out. So that's, I think, the whole point of these, right? So why don't I get started? Here's a cluster of I don't know, post-punk, postmodern, new romantic. I don't know about new romantic, but definitely like I wouldn't call this post-punk either, but somewhere in between. Close Lobsters. This is Headache Rhetoric. This is I think they're 19. Oh, my glasses on. Maybe 1989 release, but this is an original pressing. There's the label there. And then also picked up what I think is their best one, Foxhead Stalk This Land, right here. And this is on Enigma as well. Really, really great, great music here, especially if you like that, like your post-punk mixed with a little bit of new wave. Not really so much new wave though. This is slanted towards like your post-punk and your alternative end of the spectrum. So for sure. But this is definitely my favorite one from Close Lobsters here. What do they call it? C86 music, maybe? C86. We'll call it C86. Don't remember what that stands for, by the way, but it's a term that I've seen given to these guys. And here's the last one I've got with the hype sticker. This is a 12-inch EP. What is there to smile about? Okay, they call it paisley pop. Maybe this one is more paisley pop, but the last two I showed you were closer to the post-punk than paisley pop in my mind. But it's to each their own. Paisley pop is, I guess, another good way to describe it. But really great EP as well. So highly recommend Close Lobsters. Check them out. Staying in that same vein, but definitely the power pop side of things. This is a Boston band that was operating in the late 80s, early 90s, the Cavedogs. And they released some pretty rare records back in the day. There wasn't a ton of popularity on them, but if you like power pop mixed with a little bit of that postmodern sound, but really more power pop than anything. This is Rock Takes a Holiday. Excellent EP from them, this Boston band. And then I have that I did get on Capitol label. This is their second full length, and it's called Soul Martini, and that's the Capitol label there. Again, really solid power pop here. This one here I think was released in, I want to say 88 or 89, maybe 90. Let me see. 92. So 1992. So there were not many of these pressed, you know that. I mean, 90s records in the 90s were, pretty much going obsolete, and it was all CDs by then. So that's a pretty tough one to find. And then the hardest one to find, and considered probably their best, is Joyrides for the Shut-Ins. This is a promo pressing here. I have never seen the official pressing of this. I've only seen these promos, and I've seen very few of them at that. So this is probably their most valuable record. Considered their best. Again, power pop all the way. I like both Soul Martini and this one kind of equal. But this one here was cut in, I think, 1990. So someone can correct me if I'm wrong in that. But really great Boston band, a local band to me. I'm up in New Hampshire, so these guys were operating at the local clubs in Cambridge, Mass, like TT the Bears and the Middle East and all that. So great stuff. Next up is I've been on a Leon Russell kick. I picked up a great original pressing of Carney, which is right here. And, I never really gave Leon a fair shake. So this was the one I really paid attention to first, and it got me hooked. I still think this is probably my second favorite album from Leon Russell. The one just before this is probably my favorite, which I can show you. I'll see if I can grab it. But Carney, just a fantastic album. Really great pressing, too. The pressing quality on this is fantastic. My favorite one from him is, let me show you that. Let's see if I can dig it up. It's not where it was supposed to be. I apologize. But I forgot the title of it too, but I wanted to explain to you that even though Leon is from America, typically the rule of thumb is American artist, American press. But with his album prior to that one, his second album, not his first. His first was this one. So this one, you want to get the Shelter Records USA press. It's the one right after that one that I highly recommend, the UK press, the first UK press. Let me see if I can find it. I might not be able to because I probably put it away. Shame on me. Yep. But the one in the middle, from his self-titled original and then Carney, that one you want the UK press. By far, it smokes the USA press. So look for the UK press for his second album, and probably what most consider his best. I apologize. I don't know. I must have misplaced it or I filed it away. So anyways, let's move on. Opal is the next one. Happy Nightmare Baby, another like post-punk paisley pop type of band. And Opal is significant because this band became, I want to say they became Slow Dive. Robrick, I think, is the guitarist. David Roebuck. And he basically became part of Slow Dive with Hope Sandoval. But this is his band prior to Slow Dive. They released one full-length album under the name Opal, Happy Nightmare Baby, and this is an original gray marble pressing on SST Records. Really phenomenal music, great pressing, really killer album. Here's David here. And then the lead singer here, is it Kendra Smith? She was from the Dream Syndicate. So she went to the Dream Syndicate, and Roebuck went to Slow Dive, I believe. So that's kind of what happened there when this band broke up. And David recruited Hope to be the singer of is it Slow Dive, or am I mixing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Slow Dive, but anyways, killer 19, I want to say this is 1989 on SST Opal. Another one I just recently picked up. This is a private pressing by White Wing, and that is the name of the band, and it's self-titled White Wing. There's the private pressing label. And this is best described as, like, if you like prog, like poppy prog, in the Yes vein, then you will pretty much dig this White Wing album. privately pressed. I want to say this is 1976. It doesn't say on the label, but I think this is a 76 private pressing of this album. So check that out if you like prog. Here's a recent pickup. Was super excited to get this original Santa Maria Doors pressing with the die cut window and the cross inner sleeve, and you can see it kind of goes behind the band, and it's a pretty cool look. And then you've got your hype sticker and the shrink there. So I was really excited to score this one here. And what I probably consider their third best album behind my favorite Doors album is actually Strange Days. And then the self-titled is probably my second favorite. This is my third, and then what is it? Let in the Sun, I think, is the third album. That's my fourth favorite from them. But really great pressing, by the way. This is widely considered one of the top pressings to get to. Is the original first pressing of LA Women. Is considered probably one of the best to get. The other one that's really highly rated is the double 45 RPM analog production. I'm not really a repress guy, so this is an artisan press too. It's got the artisan logo and the labels. You really can't go wrong with the original press. It not only sounds amazing, but it also retains its value as being the only first press. So the Analog Productions is what it is. It's a repress. So it'll always be a repress. And while it probably sounds a little better than this on like the last tracks on each side because of a little bit of inner groove distortion, I would still rather listen to this and keep this all day long. So check that one out. Can't go wrong with the pressing. Next up, the Action Rolled Gold. And this is, the Action is actually Mighty Baby before they changed their name and Reg King left the band as the lead singer. So basically, Mighty Baby is pretty much all the players in here on this band. Alan King, Martin Stone, Ian Whiteman, Roger Powell, Michael Evans, minus or sans Reg King, the lead singer. But this is, my God, if you love like the Who Sells Out and the Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle, in Small Faces, Ogden's Nut, Flake, I think, this, and a little bit of Todd Rundgren too, a little early Todd Rundgren, you will die for this. This is so good, so good. 1967 demos from the early incarnation of Mighty Baby, who I also love. This is the Action Rolled Gold. And by the way, this is the pressing you want of this. The one from Spain here. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Gerson label. Licensed from Cherry Red. But really, this is the pressing you want. It's the best sounding pressing. And it's got a little hype sticker going there. But like I said, if you love that that mid to late 60s mod sound from the Small Faces, the End, the Creation, the Who, all that, a little Todd Rundgren thrown in, you will really love this Lost demo album. We showed that already, I think. Next up is the Family Tree, Miss Butters. Really good pop psych album. Can't say enough about this. This is an original sealed pressing on RCA Victor. I want to say this was from 68, I think. But really dig the cover. Very psychedelic. But this is pop psych personified. I mean, pop psych just doesn't get much better here. So check out the Family Tree, Miss Butters. You will absolutely love it if you love a little more edge to like bands like Sagittarius and the Millennium. You like a little more edge to it. This band will come at you with that sunshine pop psych, but highly recommended. Next up is self-titled Bodine. This is definitely a 60s pressing. I want to say 69 or 68. But Bodine on the MGM label, to really simplify it, they remind me of like an early Creedence. Obviously, these guys were. This came out before Creedence. Any Creedence albums came out, if I understand that correctly. But has that kind of country rock, alternative rock sound back in the late 60s. Really, really good back harmonies on this too. I dig the harmonies, kind of Beatlesque harmonies in the background. So if you like a little bit of that, the Beatlesque harmonies mixed with some country rock, a little Creedence, a little Buffalo Springfield, you cannot go wrong with this Bodine self-titled album. And they're super inexpensive. You can pick this up for, between 10 and 20 bucks, depending on the condition. And like I said, the sound quality is also really good on this too. So nice downstage on that album. And just a few more to come. Two more. We've got, I did show some Outsiders records already, but here's one I have not. Outsiders Songbook. And this one collects songs that were like singles and I think unreleased stuff on the Teen Beat label. Pretty cool little label. It's a late 60s release. And this is the Netherlands band, the Outsiders. Really, really good garage psych. Kind of like freak psych, freak beat. Just what it says. So, can't go wrong with them. Their album CQ I think I did a review on. Just phenomenal. So, got to get everything by them. And then last but not least, this is a split full-length record from Lemon Fog and the Nomads. And this is called 3 O'Clock Merriam-Webster Time. And this assembles like all the singles from both bands on the Orbit label. And my God, this is just phenomenal psych, acid psych, pop psych, you name it, from the late 60s. Really just great psych with a pop attitude. So, Beatlesque, Who Sells Out, Kinks, a little bit of all that is kind of mixed in there. The End, definitely hear some of The End in this as well. A little bit of the Zombies, love the label. But yeah, check this out. Really inexpensive too. I think you can get it for a couple, 20 or 30 bucks. Lemon Fog is one band and the Nomads is on the other side. So Lemon Fog on one side, Nomad on the other. But really good pop psych there, acid psych. So hey, thanks for watching as always. Love showing new vinyl that I pick up. Love, giving you guys some tips on some great things to pick up and purchase. And you know what? Before I go, I want to show one more thing. I want to show this super... There's a misconception about this album. Everyone thinks the olive green label is with the Warner Brother logo is the first run of this. And by the way, this is my favorite James Taylor album, Sweet Baby James. I just want to show you this. Seek out the W7 logoed olive label. That's the legit first press of this. And it has like etchings like High Folks and something else on the other side. I think only Pittman Plant had the first run W7 labels at their disposal. But right there, super, super rare actually to find these. But when you can, try to get one. They really do range in price. I've seen them sell for 20 and I've seen them sell for 150. So they're really, really rare though. So if you can find a W7, have at it. But I wanted to kind of clear that up too, because you go online, it's like, oh, what's the first press of this? And the first run is the W7 logo, which they did away with and then went to the Warner Brothers Shield. So there's a Pittman W7 and there's a Pittman Shield as well. So, but this is the earliest. They started pressing this sucker in like 1968. So check that out as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate everyone. Please comment down below. Please hit subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.